Hey everybody, how you guys doing? Hope you guys are doing well. Today we're going to be driving my Tesla Model 3 using hardware 3 running FSD 12.6.4. We're going to be doing some highway driving in the rain with some street driving. So if you guys are new to the channel, be sure to like and subscribe because I post videos like this one. Whether you're looking to get maybe an older Tesla or looking to subscribe to FSD and you guys already have a Tesla, or maybe you guys are just interested in self-driving software here in North America. I'm currently in Canada, so that's the roads I'm gonna be driving. One day I would definitely love to go to America and just be driving around there and seeing how FSD handles its home country, I guess, you know, because Tesla's American. But yeah, so we're getting on the highway, it's speeding up. We're in standard mode with around 40% speed offset, which is usually the default configuration for Tesla FSD. So, you know, when you subscribe to FSD and turn it on, this is most likely the settings that it's gonna have. So I just did that so you guys could get the, you know, the default settings, nothing about my preferences. This is kind of just how Tesla just kind of intended. And there's a first gen Nissan Leaf in the left there going really slow. Those cars are very weird looking, but I would totally get one. They're so weird. They look so weird. I think the newer Nissan Leafs are a lot better looking, and that Nissan Leaf driver is not making everybody like them, or them, or yeah. So now we're gonna go in this left lane here. Everybody's cutting off the Nissan. Nah, the first gen Nissan Leaf does look a little bit weird. But yeah, a lot of you guys might be considering getting either a Tesla, a Nissan Leaf, or Prius. Like, those are kind of the options around you know, efficient vehicles. Like electric is probably the most efficient, hybrids are pretty efficient, and then, you know, gasoline are considered the least efficient amongst all of them. So the Nissan Leaf might be might be a good deal because, you know, they are much cheaper than a Tesla. They obviously don't have the features, and they're probably not, you know, they probably won't last as long, but I'm pretty sure the Nissan Leafs are a good car. I would totally get one as like a beater electric car, just to, you know, just absolutely put all the useless miles, the useless kilometers on it. And then the Tesla would be like a nicer EV to drive, you know, if I need to really care about the features and stuff, or my comfort. But I feel like a Nissan Leaf is a pretty good beater car, maybe a good third car, second car for a lot of you guys. Like if you guys have a gas car, but you guys want to save on gas by, you know, driving an electric car to work maybe, or maybe like driving electric car to get groceries and stuff. It could really help save your gas car, help you bring the maintenance costs per year a lot more down. And yeah. But we're all the way in the left lane. We're going to be getting off at this next exit here. So yeah, we're just kind of following the car in front of us. We're going kind of slow for left lane drivers, so hopefully we get over pretty soon. It has a signal on. It's raining a little bit more, so you guys can see some rain action here while we make a right. It gets over one lane. Is it going to do another lane change? Yep, it's going to go in front of this truck. It's keeping its speed, and it's smoothly going, making sure there's no car there, and there isn't. We're maybe going to do another lane change here. It's slowing down again, making sure there's no car. The rain is picking up. It's getting a little intense here, guys. And now we're going over one more lane. This Mercedes is holding its position there. He's flashing us. FSD, does it recognize the flash? I don't know, but it's going in. That Mercedes is giving a lot more space. I would thank him, but my tint is a little dark on the back side there, so I don't think you would see my hand. And I'm not going to engage the emergency lights real quick to thank him because that might be a little dangerous right now. Now we're getting over into the exit ramp, and yeah, we need to get over to the right lane here. Hopefully it does. I don't know if it will, because sometimes it'd be messing up this exit here. Rain is picking up a lot faster, but FSD is performing okay. Nope, we are gonna just trying to stay in the left lane here. We need to get over to the right, so I am taking over here. so you guys can see a little bit of my driving. Truck coming in, that's not good. It's kind of a blind turn here. We're gonna go. We're good. And now I'm gonna turn it on. Hopefully it could recognize that now it's a right lane here. And the light is green, so we're gonna be able to do this right turn pretty smoothly. And it does it, gets into the left lane, which is the busiest lane of them all, gets over. That was pretty close, but still did it pretty safely, and there was no cars. And yeah, that was the highway segment. Now you guys can see some you know, local roads, some traffic, some pretty tight streets, just to see you know, how it did on the highway versus how it did on you know, normal streets that you may encounter on your drive. And so yeah, if you guys thought the highway driving part of the video was pretty cool, comment down below what you guys think. Like, was it pretty safe? Was it how you would want it to drive? And obviously you could change the modes. You can make it drive, you could put it into chill mode, which is going to do a little bit less you know, lane switches, a little bit less speed, and hopefully driving a little bit more safer. In my opinion, I personally love having it in chill mode. Standard mode is pretty much, you know, just regular driving, you know, if you want to get there a little bit quicker, and you know, you don't have time to do the whole chill mode, being in the right lane, going pretty slow, not overtaking cars. And then hurry mode is a little bit faster, and personally the one that I do not use quite often, because it is kind of crazy. It stays in the left lane, it hugs the left lane. It loves going way above the speed limit, which, you know, a lot of you guys might want that, you know, especially in situations where you actually do need to get there quick, maybe some emergency situations or something. But for the most part, I prefer to do standard or chill. It's just a lot safer. And just how I want to drive in general. I just don't prefer hurry. I heard in the new version 14 Lite, we might be getting a lot more modes, a few more modes. That would be pretty cool. And since version 14 Lite is going wide, I might be getting version 14 Lite in the coming weeks. So if you guys are interested in seeing how version 14 Lite will handle my drives, be sure to like and subscribe, because I'll be pumping out a lot of videos on version 14 Lite when I do upgrade it. I've been checking out you know, the update every single day, and I still don't have it. Getting some honks, not to us, it's just that truck couldn't squeeze through with that left lane there. The car is aggressively braking here. The cars have come to a stop really quickly. There is a merge here, so cars are coming in, so it is pretty chaotic right now, and it usually is on these kinds of roads. Toronto is not the best for you know, driving smoothly. It is chaos. Cars are coming in and honking. FSD, I'm not pressing the pedal. FSD is just not letting this car in. I don't know why, but now it did. With FSD, you kind of just have to force your way. Well, not you, but other drivers have to force their way in front of you for FSD to really, like, you know, chill out and let you in. But for the most part, if you don't do anything, FSD is just gonna go. But it looks like I'm pressing the pedal, but I am not. I will let you guys know if I do press the pedal. Just my seating position, I sit a little further back so I can get you guys a really good view of the, you know, the interior, and you guys can see the wheel and the screen and everything. So I sit a little bit further back, so it does look like my feet are pressing the pedal, but it's not. Yeah, I'll tell you guys if I do press the pedal. It's usually on like right turns or something where the car is being very hesitant. I'll let you guys know though. But yeah, traffic driving is a lot less stressful in Tesla, and using FSD in general. I don't have to press the pedal, I don't have to touch the steering, and I could just kind of just sit back in my chair and relax a little bit. I would typically play music or maybe a podcast or, like, you know, audiobooks and stuff. Like, that's kind of what I like to listen to. But, you know, right now I can't, because with any kind of music I'd probably get copyrighted, and you know, that would not be cool. But for the most part, you could just chill in your car while your car drives for you and kind of just vibe out, and obviously pay attention. The rain is picking up a lot more though. Hopefully we don't get any crazy disengagements or anything. If you guys see on the screen, the warning, it says FSD supervised may be degraded, poor weather detected. So it does know that there is poor weather, and it's kind of warning you a little bit, maybe to keep you a little bit more cautious. And that's kind of what I would do if I was new to FSD and stuff. But I am usually cautious all the time, even when it's perfect. But yeah, for the most part, heavy rain is when the car starts to disengage and tell you to take over. But with light rain like this, it should be fine. It should be fine. We might be switching over to heavy rain now, so it might be a little bit more rough. Also, my wipers are a little bit pretty bad, so it cannot squeeze through there. That would be pretty bad. But yeah, my wipers are pretty bad, so we're not going to be able to wipe the windshield effectively, so that might also play a factor. So if you have good wipers, it might be a little bit better. Your Tesla might be able to drive in the rain a lot better. But yeah, it is going through. The car was honking behind us. I don't even know that was like kind of a lane. That was kind of weird. But we were getting through this intersection and it's doing pretty well here. The wipers are wiping pretty aggressively here. And it's following the lane. It's still centered even though it's raining. And slowing down to this car in front of us here. It is doing a really good job. Really good job. I am very impressed with hardware 3, especially this whole older Tesla with hardware 3, FSD 12.6.4. It's performing very well. You could barely kind of see the lanes, and it's still figuring it out. You can still see on the screen that it kind of knows where everything is, which is really awesome. And we're coming to a nice, slow, controlled stop behind this Toyota. And yeah, it's pretty good. It's getting a little bit darker, so it might be a little bit harder to see, guys. I know my camera sucks in low light situations. Definitely looking to get a better camera. So like and subscribe so I could keep making the videos a lot better. So yeah. The light is turning green, so we should be accelerating soon. Whoa, a little bit of aggressive braking there. I'm pressing the accelerator. I don't know why I just did that. Now the rain is picking up a lot more. Wipers going a little crazy. But we're still following this Toyota, still centered pretty well in the lane. It's still going at pretty good speed while going comfortably down the road. I am not scared. I'm not, afraid of anything. It's just still very relaxing so far. So when the rain is going absolutely insane is when I start to worry a little bit more. But you still got to pay attention, guys. Even if FSD does drive in the rain, it can make mistakes. Things could happen. Technology is not perfect in that way. Any kind of anomaly could really put yourself in a dangerous situation and you're going to be held accountable. So it's a lot better to make sure you're overseeing everything, making sure everything's good, because at the end of the day, the accountability and responsibility falls onto you. So it's just good to make sure that you're overseeing it and making sure it's safe. So these cars are coming in. I don't think FSD is going to let them in unless they force their way in. But you know what? I'm going to just disengage and just let them in because, they probably got a long drive ahead of themselves. So we're just going to let them in. Is he going? He's going. And we got a thank you. That's awesome. So yeah, FSD would most likely not let them in, so I'm just feeling good today. Now the car is making a right. We might... That was a little close, but we were past the sidewalk, so yeah. Now this car wants to make a right into our lane. Hopefully FSD does let him in. He does go in. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and if you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to like and subscribe. Check out a lot of the videos I post on this channel. I have all kinds of videos, shorts, long form video, auto park, and just all kinds. So if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe. Check out some of the links in the description. It'll really help support the channel, and comment down below what you guys think. Would you guys consider getting a Tesla? Maybe these older Teslas. Would FSD version 14 Lite help you make the switch to an EV maybe? And whether or not full self-driving is the future of driving in general. So comment down below your opinions. I love to read them. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching the video. And yeah, peace. Stay safe, guys. Bye.